I have to admit, looking at these notes on Tet, the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, I'm feeling a little jealous.
Oh, yeah. How come?
Well, I usually just celebrate New Year's with, some cheap champagne and a resolution I'll forget by Tuesday. But this is on a whole different level. It's huge.
It's the biggest event of the year in Vietnam, hands down. But what struck me most in the research isn't just the party or even the family reunions.
What's that?
It's that Tet acts as this massive cultural reset button. It's this complex system of rituals designed to physically and spiritually banish bad luck.
And roll out the red carpet for good fortune.
Exactly.
Right, and it starts way before the actual holiday. I was reading about the cleaning ritual, and honestly, it sounds a little stressful. You have to finish everything before December 23rd.
That deadline is traditionally very strict. And it's not just about hygiene, it's about spiritual organization.
Think of it as destroying the evidence.
Yeah, you could say that. You're sweeping away the old year's bad luck to make space. But the reason for the 23rd is crucial. That's Tet Tao Kwan.
Kitchen God Day.
Right.
Okay, this is the part that feels like a movie. The idea that there are, spies in your kitchen.
Essentially, yes. The kitchen gods, Mrs. Tao and the two Mr. Taos, have been watching your family all year.
Uh-huh.
On the 23rd, they clock out and head up to heaven to report your behavior to the Emperor of Heaven.
Wow.
Which is why the altar offerings are so specific. You'll see sticky rice, porridge, and these 3 votive paper caps.
1 yellow and 2 black.
1 yellow for the missus, 2 black for the misters. It's like laying out their travel uniforms.
And their mode of transportation is just the best detail. They don't fly on wings, they take a taxi.
A fish taxi.
A fish taxi.
A carp, to be specific. That's why you see families releasing live carps into rivers or lakes. It's a dual-purpose thing.
So you're being compassionate.
Right. But you're also providing the vehicle for the gods to get to heaven and, hopefully give you a glowing performance review.
So the gods leave, you finish cleaning, and then you hit New Year's Eve. The source material calls this the transfer.
Exactly. It's a literal shift change. The old gods hand over their duties to the new celestial guard.
And families mark this with a feast in the courtyard.
Yes. And that usually involves a 5-fruit tray.
I wanted to ask you about that tray. The notes mention something about it changing.
Yeah, it's an interesting observation. While the 5-fruit tray is still everywhere, the source suggests it's losing some of its deep spiritual symbolism.
So it's becoming more decorative.
Pretty much. More of a this is what Tet looks like thing rather than a deeply religious offering. It's a hint that the aesthetic might be outlasting the original intent.
That is a bit sad, but I guess things evolve. However, there is one tradition where people are definitely not slacking off on the rules.
The first footing.
This sounds terrifying, the pressure on that one person.
The social anxiety is real. First footing is the belief that the very first person to walk through your door after midnight determines the family's luck for the entire year.
So if I'm having a bad year, I absolutely cannot just drop by a friend's house at 12:05 a.m.
Please don't. You would be a pariah. Families actually plan this strategically.
I have to, right?
They look for someone successful, healthy, wealthy. But more importantly, the math has to work.
The lunar zodiac.
Exactly. If it's the year of the cat, you don't want someone born in the year of the rat walking in.
Because the animals might not get along.
They might clash. It's all about compatibility. If your age and sign fit this 12 animals designation rule, you bring blessings. If not, bad luck. So families will often pre-arrange for a specific person to come over.
It's not left to chance.
No way.
That is some serious luck engineering. And speaking of outcomes, let's talk about the lucky money. I always thought red envelopes were just a gift.
Like a here you go, kid.
Yeah, but the reading makes it sound more like a transaction.
It is a transaction. It's reciprocal. The red envelope or li shi is for luck, but the receiver has a job to do.
Okay.
If you're a child getting money from your grandparents, you are required to wish them longevity and health.
And if you're a kid wishing a working adult,
then you wish for career success and money. It's a social contract. It reinforces what each generation needs.
that makes so much sense. And it seems like that theme of exchange goes all the way to the temples, too.
It does. Visiting the pagoda isn't just piety. It's about securing a comfortable life. You burn incense, offer a little money.
And in exchange, you're spiritually registering for a year of safety and health. It really is a complete system.
It is. You clean up the past, send off the gods, screen your visitors, and sign contracts for luck. It's about active participation in your own fate.
Yeah.
But I keep coming back to that note about the fruit tray, how it's becoming just decoration.
That stuck with me, too.
It just makes you wonder, As our lives get faster, more modern, how many of these ancient reset buttons are we keeping just for the aesthetic?
Are we just going through the motions?
Exactly, without understanding the why behind it. It's something to think about, the next time you see a tradition that looks beautiful, but maybe have a deeper function we've forgotten.
Definitely. I'll never look at a carp the same way again. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.